And that brings us to Brand Up, Brand Down with Donnie Deutsch. And number one on your list, Donnie, is football. What is it?
James Earl Jones gave the speech in Field of Dreams about baseball. We need a speech about football because football is America's sport. You had Peter King on last week. 82 of the top 100 broadcast shows last year were football. The NFL football, 87 were football in total. That is staggering to think about. And really, football is holding up the broadcast networks. I don't know how they would exist without football, but football, 87 of the top 100 rated shows last year were actually football.
I'm going to give a personal brand down to the idea of the Giants being good again, but we'll come back. We'll set aside football for the time being. Donnie, another institution that always seems to have its brand pointing in this same direction, Congress.
Yeah, Congress. This is for congressmen and congresswomen, not necessarily the institution, but the individuals themselves. Gallup did a poll of what are the professions that you trust the least, that have the least amount of ethics. And basically, congressmen and women were 17 out of 18. The only profession they were ahead of, telemarketers. And they were behind car salesmen. Really think about that. They rated from low to high, and only 9% basically gave them a positive, we give them a high rating in trust and believability and ethics. This is really kind of scary.
If we blow past the debt ceiling, I think the telemarketers have got a chance to pass Congress. Donnie, but though Congress is down, but a certain type of politician, liberals, are up.
Yeah, liberal is a word that Democrats kind of shy away from in elections for a lot of reasons that it seems too extreme. But 54% of Democrats identify themselves as liberal. That's up somewhat dramatically from 50% in 2017, from 40% in 2010. And in 1994, only 25% of Democrats called themselves liberal. So interesting trend happening there.
Okay, and I see that another brand up has to do with women CEOs. Are there more of them finally?
Yeah, well, Mika, this one is for you. Fortune 500 has been doing a Fortune 500 for 68 years, and for the first time, over 10% of CEOs of Fortune 500 companies are women. That happened because 5 new women took over as of January 1. It tipped it over. So still a long ways to go, but finally above 10%, which is good news for all the good guys in the world. Good women in the world,
we got to keep that. Well, we need a little balance. That's all we're asking for. Brand down, you say worker retention, and I think I know what you're talking about. It's tough to find, people who really want to work or even come in sometimes.
Well, it's tough to keep them. That's what this is about. Monster.com, the employment is 96% of people say they will be looking for new jobs this year in their job. I want to say that again. 96%. Of course, this does not apply to the staff at Morning Joe, who are the happiest workers anywhere. But 96, we hear giggles in the background. 96% of people say they would look for a new job or are going to be looking for a new job. And the main reason is there's lack of growth. But the main reason is they want higher wages. That even though wages have gone up 6.5% this year, it's still not keeping up with inflation. And the average person that moved a job had a 7.7% wage increase. So they're just looking for more money. It's that simple. But look over your shoulder because your employers are probably going to be looking for jobs this year, except for Morning Joe.
A brand up, your next one, models in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. I love this.
Yeah, this is a special brand up, brand down for Mika. We've got a lot in there for you. This is interesting. When you look at L'Oreal, and they've got 85-year-old Jane Fonda as a spokesperson. They've got 77-year-old Helen Mirren as a spokesperson. They've got 57-year-old Viola Davis. There seems to be a resurgence in, I don't want to say older, but models in their 60s and 70s and even 80s. You even see Prada for men. Jeff Goldblum, a spokesperson. You've got a lot of the 90s supermodels, Cindy Crawford, Christy Turlington, Naomi Campbell coming back. Advertisers and marketers are finally waking up that, guess what? People over the age of 18 actually do buy their products.
So, no, it's so true. And Donnie, at the 3050 Summit in Abu Dhabi, which the first one was last March, on and around International Women's Day, and we're having it again this March, and we had a fashion show. We had models ranging in age from 30 to 75. And this March, Paulina Portskova is coming. We're having the fashion show again, and it's all about diversity and different sizes, different body types, different ages, all beautiful.
It was interesting. I just interviewed Paulina for my podcast, and she was talking about...
She's amazing.
An incredible woman and how she's evolved in beauty and whatnot. So that's fantastic.
Don, a couple more for you here off your list. Megan, the movie, which is a phenomenon online, too. Brand up.
Well, you just hit the point. Phenomenon online. Megan is a kind of a campy, funny horror movie starring Allison Williams. The main villain is a android female doll that on TikTok has started to do all these dances, and it's really kind of helped promote the movie. And I think the interesting sidebar here is, will movies going forward kind of have components in them that they know are going to be social media friendly? Because this is kind of a chicken and egg situation, and it's been a real phenomenon.
And Donnie, one last for you. I know that anytime I'm in California, I make a stop for In-N-Out Burger. And now, I won't have to go quite as far. They're not coming to New York yet, although we're ready, guys, anytime. But Tennessee. Yeah. Tell us about why their brand is soaring.
In-N-Out Burger, which is this iconic brand, is always, you had to go to California. Well, they finally moved to Nevada and Arizona. Now they're coming east of the Mississippi for the first time. They're setting up a corporate headquarters in Tennessee. Maybe they'll come to New York. This is good news for Joe. This is good news for Mike Barnicle. This is good news for all of us who love In-N-Out Burger.
Ew. Okay. Lots of brand ups this morning. Donnie Deutsch, thank you
before we
very
go,
much.
just one more time. I had such a nice moment over the weekend. I was at Popeyes, and a family from Chile came up to me. And the mother, they had the twin boy and girl there, but the mother said that she's a teacher. And in school in Santiago now, that they bring every Monday the Brand Up, Brand Downs to teach current events to the young children of Santiago. So once again, this is a nice story.
Yeah.
How long do you make me sit here listening to this? Donnie Deutsch, thank you. God.